action game. It looks kind of like a Borderlands feel. Not definitely not graphics wise, but open world wise. It looks like they had some racing with some some Raider punk, of course, kind of cars, and it kind of like a road rash style. They were hitting each other, cars were blowing up. They were throwing missiles at each other. They were pulling people out of vehicles. It seems like a pretty good game. Mad Max coming out September 1st. That's actually one of the first games that's actually gonna come out this year that's been announced at E3. So pretty excited about that. Divinity. I really want to emphasize on this one. It actually started as a Kickstarter project. Divinity Original Sin was a Kickstarter project, and it is a D&D based action RPG. Yes, you heard me. D&D based action RPG. Mostly it looks kind of like Diablo, except you can now yeah, kind of Diablo from the top down perspective. It's kind of works like that, but they also showed off 2-player co-op, so you can play as one player and run off in one direction, and even if the other player runs off in the other direction, it'll split the screen in half, so you can still go wherever you want, but you still have individual control of your character, control of the camera. Everything is just, it's smooth. And then the combat system is really what brings this game out, I think. Of course, in like most D&D based combat games, you can pause the combat at any time, but it's really like that D&D feel when you get into battle. You go turn by turn. You got action points. You have to spend your action points to cast spells, move places. It's even so intense. You can kill each other basically. Actually, it was hilarious because during the video, they were showing off the 2-player, and one of the players was stuck right in front of one of the enemies, and the developer was just like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to flame strike and kill all these people, and it was just a cone of flame coming down, wiping out everyone, including the player, and it was funny. It was like they were basically like, you died for a good cause. It's okay. They're all dead now, but so are you. But look out for that Divinity Original Sin. They actually have a website. You can Google it, divinityoriginalsin.com. Go check it out. Look at the trailers. It's gonna be a pretty sweet game. Next on my list, I want to talk about Doom 4. Yes! So ready. Doom 4 is supposed to be projected to come out in spring 2016. They decided to grace us with a new trailer video for this event, which you guys can see on YouTube. Just search Doom 4 on YouTube. It'll probably be the first video that pops up. They've expanded from the last trailer. The weapons look great. The stuff you can do just looks amazing. It's just so many. They've changed so much in that game. It's kind of like you're still playing Doom, but it's just, the guns are bigger, the enemies are bigger, the stuff you can do is bigger, the explosions are bigger. I mean, it's Doom 4. Come on. It's gonna be great. Look it up. Google Doom 4. Check it out. Coming to, I believe, PC and Xbox PS4 as well. So that's going to be interesting. Coming out on console, Doom 4. Look for it to be released next spring 2016. Next game I want to talk about is called Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon, if you remembered when I did the recap earlier, it's kind of like a Binding of Isaac based game. And if you don't know what Binding of Isaac is, it's basically a top. I guess you could explain it as a top-down side scroller moving into different worlds. But you can shoot people in Binding of Isaac. And so the thing with Enter the Gungeon is basically everything looks like a bullet or something. That's the whole enemy base. Gungeon. It's like basically you're walking through an armory. You have this nice dodge technique that is incredibly balanced. Actually, you can over dodge, but if you over dodge, you will be stabbed in the back because they set the animation to where you can, if you do it too much, you might screw up and accidentally run into something. But if you do it, skillfully, you're gonna have a good time. But I believe that actually comes out fairly soon on Steam. Enter the Gungeon. Check it out. It looks like a great top-down game. Need to stop it. Next game I want to talk about, jumping on Need for Speed. That's a thing. New Need for Speed coming out. Looks great. Just the customization, that just had me down to the wire. You just come in, first thing, Need for Speed, in the garage, looking at your car. You could literally just navigate around your car and change pretty much more or less every single aspect of your car, down to the rims, the spoilers, the side skirts, and of course the license plate. It's gonna be a new Need for Speed, that's for sure. Not sure where they're going with the story on this one, but the drifting looks amazing. The nighttime effects looked amazing. They, if I remember correctly, they were driving in the rain. That looked great. That looked amazing. So check it out. New Need for Speed coming out for consoles. Probably, I believe they said early next year, so be on the lookout for that one. Next up we have Plants vs. Zombies. This unfortunately I haven't gotten into myself, but for those who do like Plants vs. Zombies, this looks like a very fun second installment, or well, I guess technically third installment to the series. The zombies have now taken over, and it's more of a I don't know how to explain it, but the zombies have finally taken over the plants, and it's more of a zombie world now, and so the plants are actually working to still eradicate them, but now they're at a significant disadvantage. But I mean, that didn't look like it would have stopped anything. The trailer looks great. I don't think they had any gameplay at E3 unless I missed it. But yeah, check it out. Plants vs. Zombies coming out. You guys, I'm sure those of you that liked it are excited for it. Speaking of kind of like indie-ish games. Kind of indie-ish. But there's a new XCOM coming out as well. This one, kind of the same as Plants vs. Zombies. The aliens have finally taken over. And the new story is the aliens have just seized control of everything. Basically created this utopia-based city, keeping everybody in the dark. You know, kind of telling the people that they're these good, these good, nice aliens, whatever, aliens. But in reality, they're still the bad guys, and XCOM is basically just scattered around, looking to create a new resistance group to battle this new not new enemy, but this more, I guess, entrenched enemy, since they're basically fighting in their own backyard now that they have straight taken over. So that's gonna be interesting. It looked a lot like the first one. Graphics pretty polished up. Nighttime, doesn't look. It looks like nighttime, but it's still visually acceptable. Like, you can still see what you're doing. You can point stuff out, and they got a couple new enemies too. Kind of like a snakish character. Pretty interesting. But check that out. New XCOM coming out. Next, of course, I talked about this briefly last week, but I want to talk about it a little again because they did touch on it. Battleborn is by 2K Games. New game coming out. Of course, 2K made the Borderlands series, so Battleborn is pretty much more or less graphic-wise like that. But more individual heroes instead of, I guess, 4 classes that can do a lot. So instead of picking up guns and getting a loot system and having a unique power, all these classes do different things. One guy, he throws knives, another one just shoots a bow, one has a giant chain gun, kind of a tank. There's an assault rifle character, bunch of things going on in this game. Definitely a big co-op game. Probably something you're not going to really want to play by yourself, but I'm sure you'll be able to. The multiplayer looked pretty good. Looked like a little kind of cartoony action. Think of what I can't even think about it. Think of what a Borderlands duel would be like, except more massive, 5-on-5, shooting each other with these heroic-ish weapons. But it's pretty cool. They actually have a site too, Battleborn. Go check it out. Google it. You'll find it. They got videos too. Worth the watch, and could be worth the wait too. Who knows? That's for you guys to decide. Next game I want to touch on real quick is Hitman. Yes, they're coming out with a new Hitman. That's right, and this Hitman is all about taking out your target the way you want him to be taken out. You can go in guns blazing. You can have different assassination techniques, of course. You can snipe. You can distract guards. You can change clothes. And you could go in the subtle way. But that was a really big emphasis for this new Hitman, is just basically you just have control over how you want the assassination to go down and how it's going to happen, how it's going to work. And, of course, it looked amazing coming back The trailer just phenomenal. It was kind of confusing at first. You don't really know what game it is until you actually see the main character's face, and then you're like, oh, it's a new Hitman, and then it kind of just comes at you like, oh my god, so many ways to assassinate people. But yeah, that's the new thing for Hitman coming next year, early 2016 as well. So look up for that. Next, I want to touch on the new Destiny expansion. We actually talked about it a little last week as a rumor, but it's actually now confirmed that Destiny the Taken King is now a confirmed expansion. They will be coming out with a new multiplayer, actually I think a couple new multiplayer modes, including Spark, which looks like kind of a oddball type game, oddball uplink kind of, for those of you who played Halo and Advanced Warfare. But for those of you that haven't, it's kind of just like a centralized sphere that you have to take in the middle of the map and basically get it into a goal, more or less. So that's going to be interesting that they're going in that direction, especially because the Taken King is coming out with a new element for every single class, which is going to change things up quite a bit. With the new power for every class, we can only imagine what's actually going to happen. Strategies are going to change. There's multiplayer is just gonna, you're gonna have to rethink how you play, as they directly described how different these are. So it's gonna be a thing. Destiny the Taken King also coming in. Also coming with a raid. Raid boss. I have no idea when Destiny the Taken King is supposed to come out, but the expansion is supposed to be released soon. Put a shoe on your head and I'll follow. Dude, my shoe's way over there. Come on, man. Maybe get up. Come on. Why you do this, man? Why you do this? Alright. This ain't gonna stay, but I got this. I'm terrible at balancing, so yep, balancing. Alright, I got this, bro. I got this. Alright, we got what I really want to talk about today. I was actually really surprised about. South Park is coming out with a sequel. Yes, that's right. South Park is coming out with a second game. It's called South Park The Fractured Butt Hole. And those are actually two separate words. Butt hole. So, it's kind of a play on words. It's South Park. It's funny. They seem to be going in the same direction. Put the cat on your head and okay. Thank God. Thank you. Okay, that was hard. Whew. I'm terrible at balancing shit on my head. But yeah, new South Park game. They're actually making fun of the old game, saying that it wasn't good enough. So they're taking kind of a whole new direction and going from the whole stick of truth kind of medieval wizard, kind of stuff. And it seems like they're actually going into their own South Park superhero world, with the Coon and Friends, Mysterion, the Human Kite, and just the South Park cast, man. They're coming back with a new game. I'm so excited. They, one of the first things that Trey and Matt said about the first game is they wouldn't make a second one, and yet here it is. South Park: The Fractured Butthole is coming out, and I can't contain my excitement. I wanna play it so bad. Oh, what's your opinion of Amelia Clark? If I told you, if I didn't know who that was, would I lose points? Because I've heard of the name, but I probably don't care about her enough to research who the fuck she is. So, that's my opinion right there. I don't give a fuck. Next game I want to talk about real quick is Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming. Would you quiet? You need to quiet. You need to shut up. You need to stop it. Fucker. Anyways, Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming, and it's actually confirmed that it's actually going to be a full remake. Not just an HD version, but they announced that they're actually remaking a bunch of things in the game, and it could be a different turn, especially for the HD remastered versions of X1 and X2, which were, they weren't, in my opinion, they didn't really like. I expect an HD remastered version to be like every single cutscene is going to be HD. It's going to look like quality, but in X and X2, the remastered, it was kind of like every time they went to have a voiceover, it was like, oh hey, we're going to HD cutscene, and then now he's talking, so back to gameplay, and now back to HD, and he's talking, so back to gameplay. Like, I really hope they kind of work that out with this new Final Fantasy VII Remake. But nonetheless, HD-wise, it looks phenomenal, especially directly compared to the older versions. They've basically just taken a small thing and just expanded it. And it could be a good thing, especially for those who like Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I'm probably going to get it either way, whether it looks good or not, because it's Final Fantasy VII. But, yeah, look out for that. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming. Probably, I believe, not until next year, which is kind of going to suck. We're going to have to wait for it, but it's going to be a thing. It's coming. Final Fantasy VII. Look for it. Next, I want to talk about a little, not just one game, but a whole collection of games coming to the Xbox, and that is the Rare Replay Pack. Rare, of course, being the developing company, not like, it's a Rare pack of, like replays. No, it's actually the developer company Rare, who they're coming out with, they're bringing back all their old games, Battletoads, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, putting it all on one disc. It's gonna be great. The way that they showed it off is, I mean, some of the games, it puts you in that old arcade feel that you're kind of just, playing an emulator, looking at it. You're still looking at a CRT TV, playing Battletoads, like on this little kind of, it was interesting. Like they went around to make it look retro, but not too retro kind of thing. So I'm personally excited to see what they're gonna do with the Conker's Bad Fur Day part of it. If it actually is straight Conker's Bad Fur Day, the one that was on N64, and there's multiplayer, and you can basically do everything. I'm just gonna lose it. Like I will buy the replay pack just for that. I'm not even kidding. But of course, on top of that, there's 29 other games. If you're a Rare fan, which, I mean, I grew up on most of their games, especially Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is coming to the rare replay pack. That's going to be my second game next to Conker's Bad Fur Day for sure. But you can actually find a list of all the games that they're coming back out with for the rare replay. It's going to be sick. Look out for that. Google it. You'll find a list of all the stuff they're coming out with. It's going to be on the CD. It's going to be great. We're going to see it. Conker's Bad Fur Day. And no, not that weirdo 360 version that they kind of butchered. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. But yeah, moving on. Forza Motorsport 6. Kind of want to touch on that a bit. Looks absolutely beautiful. You know, all Forza games look pretty damn beautiful, but this one, they emphasize how much work they put into the art. They actually talked about how they have a certain team that actually goes out to every single track, and not only gets all the specifications of said track, but they'll also take notes of if it's raining that day, you know, where do these puddles show up, or, you know, if it's kind of cold that day, you know, what does this corner look like is there stuff on the ground? Basically, they're just trying to make it as realistic and dynamic as possible, and it looked like they were really just gonna succeed in that. Forza Motorsport 6. Of course, the cars look amazing, and the graphics look, sorry, not the graphics, the tracks look amazing too, because we're talking about the graphics. But cars and tracks look amazing. Change the weather, have different, you know, of course the weather affects racing, so it's going to affect how your car moves. They emphasize how you'll be hydroplaning if you hit one of these puddles. Like, it's gonna be a thing. It'll cause your car to spin out, and they're really just putting emphasis on realism in this new installment of Forza Motorsport 6. So go ahead, check it out on Google. It's gonna be a thing. Look for it. Bam. It's gonna happen. For those racing fans, I mean, Need for Speed, Forza Motorsport 6, they both look ridiculously amazing, and the gameplay on both just looks phenomenal. So, if you're into racing, just look into it. Just drool at the trailer for like 5 minutes. Just sit on at your screen and just play it and just watch. Yeah, basically that's how it is. But yeah, enough about Forza Motorsport 6. I'm gonna move on to a game that I kind of found interesting. I do want to play it. It's called Recore. They didn't have any gameplay for it, which I was kind of disappointed about. But the trailer looked amazing. It's more or less based around, it's kind of how it sounds, this world that you're living in is taken over by this, I guess, kind of like robot race that have all these robots have these power cores, which is more or less how they described it perfectly too, is essentially basically like the soul of the robot. So all these robots have these little, you know, soul orb sphere kind of things. And from the trailer, it looked like they were interchangeable. So, you know, of course, all the robots looked like they had different classes. There was kind of a dog-looking robot. That's probably for kind of like attack speed. And then there was kind of a big tanky robot that's kind of like, you know, probably just there to take damage. But I don't know, I'm not sure how it would work. Like, it's kind of like I mean, are you gonna have one main character and have kind of like a reverse class system for your robot pets? You know, is that how it's gonna work? Or are you still gonna have a class system? They didn't really specify too much about Recore, but it looks like a pretty interesting game. Kind of post apocalyptic robot world. These things, you just interchange the cores, and um, it's a new game. It's really hard to explain. Recore, check it out, Google it, YouTube it. They got trailer videos, of course, and it's a thing. It's a new thing. It's a new thing. That's for sure. Enough about Recore for a sec. Let's talk about something that people have been eyeballing for a while. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is finally announced. It's finally a thing. It's gonna happen. And the game looks more than amazing. It looks like they've not only kind of redefined the whole combat system, keeping VATS, mind you, keeping the whole VAT system, but still redefining the whole first-person shooter aspect to where, you know, it actually feels like a first-person shooter, but you can still have that RPG aspect of, you know, having the VAT system, targeting a body part, and just going for that. But I'm actually really excited that they glorified the FPS system, because I think that's what was lacking in Fallout 3 personally. It seemed like you're kind of forced to use the VAT system at most points, just because, you know, if you didn't have the right skills, your bullets were like, oh, I wasted a whole clip and like hit him once, so what do? I'm out of bullets. But yeah, that looks like a new thing. They actually debuted a construction system in Fallout 4. That's right, a new construction system. So think of Minecraft and Fallout. It seems like you're able to construct your own shelters, more or less. Maybe construct your own weapons, items, you know, you name it. It's just they put it out there. It looks like a very good thing to have, and it looks interesting. Like it basically looks like building blocks in Minecraft, and it looks easy. Something that'll keep those kind of creative players, you know, keep playing. So they got that FPS aspect, they got the RPG aspect, and they got the creative aspect. I think Fallout 4 is going to be a phenomenal game when it comes out next year. For sure. I'm honestly excited now. I didn't get to play much of Fallout 3, but Fallout 4 has kind of got me entranced right now. Something I really want to look at, for sure. Of course, there's videos and stuff online on YouTube. You can go check them out. Fallout 4. It's coming, man. It's coming. Oh, let me just check. Oh my god. Again. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like we're not gonna have Michael come in today, so it's just gonna be me. I mean, it's already been an hour. I'm pretty much holding it down, more or less. Like, I mean, people are trickling in and out. I mean, I just put a shoe on my head, so I mean, why not? Do people like shoes? Yeah, maybe I should get used to that. Just balance a shoe on my head every day. Moving on. Real quickly, Oh, hey, what's good? SMLE girl, smile. I'm gonna just say smile girl. How about that? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I usually have a buddy with me. He's not here right now, so you're stuck with me solo. But it's all good. We're still recapping E3. I'm gonna talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2 right now. Oh my god, this game looks amazing. I can't even describe the new trailer that they came out with. The first 30 seconds, I literally almost burst into tears because it just looked so good. The intro was amazing, and it just, I don't know if it was a trailer, how they did it, or just the insane graphics, or just the fact that it's Star Wars Battlefront coming out. It just looked amazing. They did the trailer, or the gameplay, sorry, I keep saying trailer. They did gameplay video of Hoth, of course, which they debuted what they call Walker Assault on Hoth. So, you know, it's basically the Walker part from the movie. And I mean, you're battling on Hoth. Like, how can you not love that? And the multiplayer being developed by DICE just makes it look that much more amazing. It looks like the guns are really on point. The hit marker system looks more than phenomenal. It doesn't look like it takes too many to kill people, but it doesn't take too less, for lack of a better term. Snowspeeders confirmed that they're going to be able to wrap up the walkers. You're going to be able to fly one and just decimate a walker. It's going to be legit. Like, if you like flying vehicles and you've always wanted to just, oh, hey, I'm just going to, wrap your legs up a bit. Just, kill them while you can, right? That actually just kind of pumped me up, especially about the whole Hoth battle. And then at the end of the video, that's where the real trouble comes in. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, starting to battle it out. And unfortunately, that's where they cut it. But, oh my god, does it look amazing. Just the brightness of the lightsabers, just, you can see the hilt detail, you can see, oh my god, you can see the shirt. They just, Star Wars Battlefront, look for it, Google it, look for videos, I implore you, because we can't play them on here, unfortunately, because we'll get in trouble by, EA or whoever owns it. But Star Wars Battlefront, I just can't emphasize how great it looks and how excited I am for this game. But I need to calm down for a sec. Whew. Cause we're getting into Halo 5. Yeah. Oh man, we're going from Star Wars to Halo 5, and it's really exciting right now. I can't contain it. Halo 5, they showed a little of the campaign, Spartan Locke and his squad looking for the Master Chief, new Prometheans, new enemies, new guns, and new abilities. It looks more than amazing. You basically have all of the Spartan powers within the campaign itself. And then, of course, they had to debut a little multiplayer. Watching people play multiplayer was just amazing. They're coming out with a new multiplayer game mode, which I believe they call Warzone? Warzone, if I do remember correctly. It's going to be a lot kind of like the Titanfall gameplay, where they have kind of AI characters as well, but you're still battling in that PvP based system. So it's going to be pretty interesting. They're going to have the AI kind of capturing points and being there, but you also have the players to just knock you down. Sounds like they have a new requisition system, which is actually more personalized now. It seems like you can actually call in your own guns, your own vehicles, and nobody can touch them. So if you want a mantis, just hit that requisition button and it's going to pop up at the ground real smooth, like just with that exact sound effect. Exactly like that. But that's going to be interesting. I mean, especially, just the fact of having your own personal weapon and not worrying about, hey, don't take my weapon. Hey, if you team killing people for your weapons. That's not fun. That's not fun. Neither is people taking your weapons in the first place. But this looks like it aims to diminish that whole kind of like, oh, hey, you dropped a weapon, so I'm gonna go grab it. So it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. You can't share weapons. But then again, you only pick the weapons you like anyways, right? So, Halo 5 Guardians coming out October 27th, actually. That's actually really early. I thought it was going to be a lot later, but I'm excited. Halo 5 multiplayer looks amazing. Of course, they're going to have arena-based esports combat. So Halo 5 is going to be a thing. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Night. I know we started kind of late. Usually we start at like 8, but some people wanted to start at 9 last week, and now they're not here, so I'm kind of like, hey, let's go back to 8, but I don't even know. Anyways, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Next game I want to talk about right quick is a game called Riggs, which looks like it was Oculus-based virtual reality. Basically, kind of trying to put you in this robot kind of suit. Looked like a kind of like 3v3 combat arena-based play. Just robots kind of, fighting each other, smashing each other, shooting each other. They said they had 6 classes, I believe, right now. They didn't emphasize much on customization, but it could be interesting. Just 6 different classes. Just the fact that it's virtual reality, and you'll kind of be in that whole aspect of, sitting in a mech suit more or less, and battling it out futuristically. Could be a thing. But yeah, that's something to check out. Riggs, Google it, check it out on YouTube. It's gonna be a thing. Get that. Of course, if you don't want to spend like, I don't know how much your Oculus is now, like $1,500 before they actually come out. But there's a reason. There's a reason they're so expensive, right? Hasn't hit the open market, but I'm really excited seeing all this developing coming out for it. This virtual reality thing. It's gonna revolutionize a lot of games. That's for sure. Moving on to Horizon Zero Dawn. It looks like I don't know. They didn't really put much gameplay. It was kind of like a gameplay / trailer kind of thing. One of those where it kind of starts out. It tells you what to do. You kind of fight a small mini boss. Blah blah blah. Kill the boss. Cutscene. Blah blah blah. And then kind of that. But it basically looked like you were a hunter, more or less, in this mechanical kind of world where it looks like most if not all the animals are machine based. So it looked like they had kind of like a deer looking, 4-legged creatures. Like, you can tell what kind of animals they're trying to represent. But the thing that got me is in the trailer, it was like they had this giant like huge Skeletor kind of T-Rex just kind of coming out, just this whole metal just monstrosity just come out to try like to kill you, and you're just this little person looking up at it, just trying to figure out how you're gonna kill this thing. And from the looks of it, it looks like your I can't think of the word. Your weapons, at least your bow and arrow, is more or less kind of electrified to kind of, obviously combat the metal-ish of these animals, these metallic animals. And it was really great. Like, you see him shooting arrows, kind of stunning them, looking for weak spots, weakening them a bit, and then going for that weak spot. But it's still not over. Still had it was really great. He came out, still hit the weak spot. It looked like he was dead, but then he kind of the big red Saurus thing got, basically came back alive, and then he kind of had these, I guess, harpoon ropes, which, you could just, fire, and then rope him to the ground, basically, so he can't move. And then at that point, the whole thing was just like, oh, I can't move, I'm going to just fall over. And then that gave him the ability to just come in and just kind of, make the killing blow. But that Horizon Zero Dawn looked like an interesting game. More or less, I guess, Monster Hunter based, kind of, if for those of you who played Monster Hunter. But like I said, robotic animals, robotic game that you're going to be hunting. It's going to be a thing. Horizon Zero Dawn. Look for it, Google it, YouTube it. You'll find stuff. It's going to happen. Real quickly, before we end this, I know this was a very short one. I know this was a very short. I can't even talk right now. I'm sorry. While I can't talk, I'm gonna say hi, Tartan Jacko. What's up, dude? How you doing? Tell you the meaning of life. Well, I'll tell you what it isn't. The meaning of life is definitely not to get a job and work the rest of your life where you're hating yourself, going day in, day out to a job you hate and trying, basically the whole American thing. I don't think that's the meaning of life at all. Like, I do this because I don't want to become one of those people who ends up, I mean, of course I have a regular job, but I don't want to do the same exact thing day in, day out. I want to expand myself. I just want to branch out, dude. Like, elite entertainment, I want to do entertaining things. I want to do what I love. And, I think that is the meaning of life now that I think about it. Just do what you want to do. If you love it, make it happen. And, man, your dreams will become a reality, dude. Like, I mean, obviously, we're not too far here on the podcast, but I've been starting to throw tournaments and stuff and just doing all types of shit. Of course, the job I have now is supporting that, but I have that job so I can support doing this stuff, so I can make money doing the stuff I like to do, and that's basically what I have for you. The meaning of life. There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the follow. Oh, man. I actually love when people come in and ask us these kind of, well, obviously not us because he's not here with me right now, but usually there's another co-host who's always late. What? He's never late. What are you talking about? No, he's always late. but I really don't think he's showing up today. But I actually love talking to people about this kind of stuff. We actually had a viewer come in. I think it was 3 weeks ago, and he literally asked us, just what he should do. He was kind of in one of those, I guess, drug situations where he wanted like not wanted to, but like he had an opportunity to sell drugs and make a living off of it, but possibly get caught, or doing something else more stable, more secure, and just living his life. And we actually had a really big conversation about that. And I love those kind of conversations too. If I could, I kind of want to do a stream just like, hey man, like guys, let's talk about life right now. But not everybody wants to talk about that, especially on Twitch. So we try to appeal to everybody, but I love when people ask those kind of questions. Thank you, man. I like that. Real quickly, I'm gonna continue on. So Black Ops 3 has taken a turn, not necessarily for the worst, but they're actually going with Sony. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Sony is now exclusively having rights to Black Ops 3 over Xbox. So, there are so many people just like, oh my god, Treyarch, what are you doing? Why are you taking Black Ops 3 to Sony? You are killing the franchise, blah, 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 blah. There's a thing going on. There's Twitter's going through. There's a hashtag called hashtag Xbox or we Riot, which is directly directed at Black Ops 3 and Sony. Which I don't think they're obviously going to change their deal, no matter how many people are like, oh, make it Xbox or we Riot, blah, blah, blah. But it's a crazy thing. It is a crazy thing that they're going straight with Sony. But money's money, man. When it comes to game development, it costs a lot of money, and you need a lot of support, which is also kind of weird because the Xbox community they just give so much support to the Call of Duty franchise, and this is more or less a kick in the face to those Xbox lovers who play Call of Duty all the time. But, it's happened. There's no turning back. We can't really do anything. Hashtag Xbox or we Riot. That's all you can do, They look at Twitter like every 5 days or something. Like, they're not going to worry about it. But it's still gonna come out on the Xbox either way. It's just, it's probably gonna be released on Sony first. Like, who cares? It's their game. It's a deal. But, yeah. I don't know. But I must say the Black Ops, both the trailer and the gameplay just looked just absolutely amazing. I can't stress it enough. Wall running is confirmed in Black Ops 3, and it does not look like it's terrible. Like I said, if they were bringing back wall running like they did in Titanfall, it's going to be a great game. I'm going to love it, and it looks like they did it on point. Wow. Trolled your mom. Thank you for following. And you can troll my mom anytime because I don't talk to her. Go ahead, have fun. I'll even throw her number in chat. But, yeah, the gameplay, they actually, in the trailer, I actually liked, towards the end, they have a little, what they call I guess a glitch perk, more or less, lack of a better term, where you can actually jump move to a location, activate it, and then be teleported back to that last location that you were originally at. And the way they had it in the trailer was just amazing. You just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump and wall run on this wall. Huh, JK, boom, shoots the guy in the face. Like, it's really good. Am I high right now? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Kind of wish I was, honestly, but I don't have shit, and I'm poor as fuck. Speaking of jobs, yeah, need a job, need money. Yeah, that's for sure. But no, I'm not. E3, it's a thing. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to that, but yeah, Xbox I think did come. Xbox did come out on top, I believe. Not so much with the exclusives, but I mean, it's Xbox. A lot of people developers like developing games for Xbox. That's really what it comes down to. That's where, especially multiplayer games, yeah, that's where it comes down from. But yeah, I actually agree. I think Xbox did take the whole cake in E3. Nintendo tried, of course. They came out with all the family games and all that stuff, but yeah, I think Xbox definitely came out on top, especially with Halo 5 and Star Wars Battlefront. Like, come on, it's coming. They're coming. Definitely Microsoft. I am a PC guy to the day I die. I've literally only touched a Mac to do video editing and photoshopping. Yeah. So it's not that I don't like Apple or Macs or anything. I actually have an iPhone, which is amazing. I'm thinking of changing to an Android just for the sake of not so much compatibility, but kind of just access to things that I can do that you can't obviously do with an iPhone. But I'm definitely more of a Microsoft PC Xbox guy. I had the original Xbox. I have two 360s. Xbox One sitting right here. I love it. Yeah, Yeah. Don't that look lovely? Check it out. She's doing it again. Check it. You know what? That's really rude. You know you're on camera, right? You know you're on camera. Don't give me that shit. Bitch. She's a little cunt sometimes. No, don't. Not on my headphones. Come on. Let's be real here. You know what? I'm finishing. Shut up. Go away. Next, I want to talk about. She is, right? She is. No, she's not a. You should see her off camera, bro. Like, wow. What are you doing? What? Oh my god. No, she's even worse off camera. It's just ridiculous. Like, she won't leave me alone. If I'm out of the room for like 5 minutes and I come back in, she's just like, oh, hey, where you been? Come on, what are you doing? I'm going to somersault on the ground and then lick my vagina a few times. Like, I mean, I love this cat to death, but come on. Come here. Ugh. I love this cat. This is my kitty. But yeah, her name is Jasmine, by the way. Okay, can I finish now? Thank you. Alright. I'm not sexist at all. No, she's a girl cat. I'm serious. She's a girl kitty. And she's not even fixed, which is why she likes licking herself. Yeah. But, I want to talk about Uncharted 4 for a bit. Oh my god. I just can't. I just can't get over how good these games look and how they're just getting so just dynamic and open world. Yeah. Okay, now you're pissing me off. Get out of here. Just Uncharted 4. If you played Uncharted 3 at all, you would know how it played. Open world. They kind of they have your goal. You go to one place. You go to this objective. They're telling a story. But what they really emphasized in Uncharted 4 was you still have a goal. You still have the place you want to go. And you still have the storyline to follow. But you actually choose how to get there. Like, they made the map so open that you can actually do that. So, for example, in the gameplay trailer, what they were literally talking about during one of the conferences is that they get in a Jeep and they have multiple ways to drive to this goal, and it's like, so what if I turn left there? Am I gonna die that way, or is it gonna be another route? Or if I go straight, will this be a thing? And then during the gameplay video, they actually run into some construction, which is, it's kind of like a detour. So that kind of makes you think like, okay, so if I went back and if I turned over there, would I not run into this construction? Or it looks a lot more open world, and it's just the stuff that they can do. I must say, whoever was playing it wasn't very good, or just intentionally didn't go for headshots. One of the two. I don't know why people do that. Probably because their hitboxes aren't set during the phase of these games, but it's all good. I mean, it had breakable content. You would hide behind sandbags. You would see all the smoke flying up. You would hide behind a pillar. There'd be pieces smashing off because of the bullets. And there was just one part I just I liked it so much. Just straight Assassin's Creed. Jumps up on a roof, looking at a guy, smacks him in the face. His gun flies up and he just snatches it out of the air and keeps running like it's nothing. Just straight fluid motion. It looks so great. Uncharted 4. Google it. YouTube it. It's going to be a new thing. I personally want to go back and play all of the series because it looks so amazing. I mean, I kind of just want to buy a PS4 just for Uncharted, like just a series in general. Like, I have a PS3 for the old ones, but I guess I'm gonna need to get a PS4 for Uncharted 4. So it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. But yeah. So we're gonna talk. I want to talk about Ubisoft for a bit. They actually had a can't even think right now. I'm sorry. Usually I have a guy to pal around with, and we kind of just go off each other, and we kind of like, oh, he's not thinking, so I'll talk. But you know what? I'm kind of just losing it right now. But For Honor, it's actually called For Honor, developed by Ubisoft. Looks like a new swordplay action-based game. It looks very nice, very intuitive. The sticks, you basically control your sword with the right stick. So depending on where, depending on your stance, depends on how you fight your enemies. And it's all swordplay. It's based in the Middle Ages. They actually announced some multiplayer too, which should be interesting. I think it looked like a 4v4, just kind of like hack and slash kind of thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how they're making it work with the stick, but looks really fluid. The way that they explained it is they want you to feel like you're actually, more or less you're actually sword fighting. So it's going to be an interesting thing. For Honor, check it out, Google it. You'll be able to play as what looks like a knight, Vikings, barbarians kind of thing. Dual weapons, sword and shields type, whatever your fancy. Basically, more or less, it's just going to come down to the whole swordplay aspect and how you can basically work with it. It's gonna be an extremely hard game to get used to, but I think those who work at it are gonna be like really good, really good. But For Honor, coming out by Ubisoft, check it out. Battlefront thoughts. Oh man, don't even get me started on Battlefront. Did you miss my whole rant earlier? I'm sorry. Oh my god, Battlefront looks so amazing. Like, I couldn't contain myself when I saw that trailer. Literally the first 30 seconds, I literally almost like went into tears because it just looked so clean and so good. People were moving, there were X-Wing explosions, was amazing. DICE makes the multiplayer look fantastic. TIE fighters flying through the air. Oh my god. I can't just I'm ready for Battlefront, dude. I played the second one on PS2 and man, just so many. There's so many exciting games at E3. I just can't contain it. I kind of want to do a video on Friday just so I can kind of recap what's gonna happen tomorrow. But as far as Star Wars Battlefront goes, I mean, you're gonna be playing as Luke Skywalker, possibly playing as Darth Vader. That looked amazing. Just the fact that they ended the trailer that way with just both of them just like, come on, dude. And then the LMG based soldier who's just like, oh hey, Darth Vader. Like, he just looks at him like, oh, I'm dead. And then it looks like you're rewarded for actually blocking back laser shots too. So it looks like that's gonna be a little point system in between itself. They might have a button for that. Who knows? Maybe they'll actually have like a whole Jedi system where you're actually like engaged in swordplay. Like, you're actually swing, block, parry, that kind of thing. That would be, I don't know. That might be taking it a little too far for Battlefront, in my opinion, but it would be interesting if they could actually get on top of that. But yeah, Battlefront 2, I am so ready. But yeah. Did she? Oh, did I make her mad? Oh, that's why she went. Okay, so she did leave. Whatever. It's cool. Nobody gets my humor. It's okay. It's fine. Only certain people get it. It's all good. As long as I get my humor, it's all good. But yeah. Next I want to talk about real quick is The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division is supposed to be a third-person, over-the-shoulder RPG coming out from Ubisoft, and it looks more than amazing. Like, I can't. I need to have a counter for as many times as I've used amazing during this whole podcast right now, because it'd be in the 60s at least right now. But the Division looks clean. It looks like they have a nice loot system. They're gonna have a nice fighting system, and they're still separating. They're still separating the whole aspect of PvE and PvP, and they're trying to not so much emphasize that you have to play PvP or you have to do PvE, but you'll still kind of get more or less the same, I guess, equipment from both. But I still think it's going to be a pretty good game, especially in the Dark Zone, I believe they call it, right? Dark Zone? Dang. They actually, no, that was funny because they actually joked about one of the hosts was like, how hard was it for you guys to not call the Dark Zone the Danger Zone? The Danger Zone. Highway to... Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to your ears. I'm sorry. But, yeah, the Dark Zone for PvP. It looks like you can pick up weapons in PvE that are actually quote-unquote contaminated, which means not really that they're contaminated like they hurt you, but they're contaminated so you can only take them in PvP. So, I don't know, I guess they're going to have a couple more PvP-based guns and a couple PvE-based guns, but they're still going to balance it somehow without doing both. I don't know. They kind of lacked on the description with that part, but it looked pretty interesting. Like when you pick up these guns, apparently you have a little like kind of like a backpack fanny pouch thing on your back that kind of shows people that you have this gun. So of course you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. And so, if you see somebody with one of these contaminated guns, you could just go up and kill them and just take it from them. Of course, before I guess what they said, you had to extract the gun before you can actually use it in your inventory. So that's going to be a thing. I wonder if it's going to be kind of like a flare system where you throw out a flare, wait for a chopper, and then everybody and their mother just starts coming in and like, oh my god, let's take his loot or something. But it looked like a pretty fun thing to do. And they were just talking about like you could just do anything in the division. Like if you wanted to pal around with your teammates and just go kill stuff for an hour and then be like, I'm tired of you guys, and just kill them all, mow down your teammates. Like you're gonna lose reputation, you're gonna lose all that stuff. But you can do that. Like you can just be like, oh, I want to be a friendly guy for this moment, and then oh, I don't like you guys anymore. It's just like you're not working with our squad. We got to put you down, kind of thing. But it looks like a really good game. The Division, the Snowdrop engine just looks phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this hasn't come out for previous game engines. Just the detail of snow on the cars and the cold, and oh man. They were also talking about this with the new Tomb Raider as well, where basically, as you progress in the game, like you're I'm not sure if they're gonna do it like as hardcore in the Division, but I know in Tomb Raider, like the more you progress, you'll get bloodied up and all that stuff, and if it's snowing, you'll start getting patches of ice on your clothes and all that. And that's gonna be a thing. So I mean, just the whole aspect of how people are like just paying attention to detail and making sure that everybody knows that they're paying attention to detail is just phenomenal in my opinion. But the Division is something that is really high on my list right now. I definitely want to get it. look for that. They actually dropped an official release date, and it's actually a date. It's not a range, believe it or not, which kind of gets me at the fact that, every time somebody puts an actual date on something, I just think, oh, they're just gonna extend it. They're just gonna extend it. Like, it doesn't matter. But for now, the release date of Tom Clancy's The Division, PC, PS4, Xbox One, dropping on March 8th, 2016. Can't wait for next year. I'm seriously, pretty much after October, I'm going to be hibernating in this room right here for at least a good couple months. I'm just going to have so many games just littering my floor. I'm probably going to be streaming them all too. Like, I mean, I can't leave you guys out of it. So, oh man. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Speaking of Ubisoft and Tom Clancy's games, we have Rainbow Six Siege coming out. Finally, it's been announced. I guess the Xbox beta, or the I don't know, the public beta. I thought it was already in beta, but I guess the public open beta for PS3, Xbox, and PC is going to drop on September 24th, which is actually a day after my birthday, so I know what I'm doing. That's gonna be so cool. Rainbow Six Siege, kind of like a Counter-Strike, terrorist hunt kind of thing. It's more, instead of Counter-Strike where you're just planting a bomb and defusing bombs, they're actually taking maps and taking buildings, and you have to take your team and basically you have to scout out the building, look where everything is. People will be setting up barricades. You're going to be blowing down doors, setting charges, flanking people, doing all types of stuff. It just looks like a really enhanced version of Counter-Strike for sure. And of course you can aim down the sights. So I mean, it's basically an ADS version of Counter-Strike source with blowing shit up constantly. You're going to be able to, like I said, breach through walls, explosive charges. You're going to be able to set traps for each other. It's going to be a thing. There's hostage rescue, bomb defusal. Of course, they're coming out with terrorist hunts also. Like, what's a Rainbow Six game without at least some kind of terrorist hunt, So, that's Rainbow Six Siege is, oh man, it's gonna be good, that's for sure. I don't know if they're coming out with any single player or kind of like stuff, or if you're gonna be forced to play online with your squad, but I'm sure there will be some kind of offline terrorist hunt kind of thing, kind of do your own thing. But the way that they had it set up at E3 was they actually went into straight into terrorist hunt, and just the AI was just like, so like they emphasized that they worked on the AI, so they're actually smart. They know what they're doing. Like if they hear a bullet in another room, like they're gonna go check it out, or they're gonna flank that room. Like it's gonna be a pretty challenging game when it comes to terrorist hunt and stuff like that. But as far as online play goes, that's just basically gonna be hostage, bomb defusal, kind of stuff like that. And there's gonna be different classes, basically like a shotgun class, an assault rifle class, all that stuff, and all of them have their own different kind of equipment I guess the shotgun guy actually has one of the breaching hammers that they actually use to just like, muscle down doors. Like, who doesn't want a shotgun and a giant hammer? Like, come on, just knock, knock, boo! Like, you just walk in and start just wrecking people. But Rainbow Six Siege beta, look for that September 24th. The actual game, I believe, is due to drop sometime early 2016. Do not quote me on that. I do not know for sure. But I believe that's what they said. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's pretty much more or less it. Oh my god. I can't believe I actually recapped all of that in like less than 2 hours. Oh my god. And I did it all by myself. Oh my god. I'm dying here. But yeah, just a little recap real quick. Elite Dangerous coming on the Xbox. Rise of Tomb Raider coming out. Xbox One is becoming backwards compatible with 360 games. Microsoft HoloLens looks absolutely amazing. They did a demo with a Minecraft world and they just projected it all out. It looks very nice. A Mad Max game is actually coming out, dropping September 1st. The actual game, Mad Max, dropping September 1st. Looks like a good kind of like steampunk retro kind of game. I haven't seen the movie yet. I really want to, but I wouldn't be able to compare the two until I do. But it looks like it's gonna be a good game. Divinity: Original Sin, D&D action RPG, coming out I believe sometime next year. Basically, it was a Kickstarted funded, community funded project, and it's finally a thing. So if you like D&D and action RPGs, Divinity Original Sin is going to be the game. Doom 4 got a new trailer as well. That's going to drop spring 2016. There's a new Steam game called Enter the Gungeon, which is kind of like a Binding of Isaac kind of game where you walk around in different rooms killing different characters and just basically moving into different rooms and progressing through the game, getting to different levels and all that. Also, they announced a new Need for Speed as well. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for that. There's a new Plants vs. Zombies coming out. I know people are going to be excited about that. I personally have not played it, so I don't know. I can't really say whether it's going to be good or not. I might just go play some of the old ones just for shiggles, but who knows. New XCOM coming out. Aliens have now taken over Earth. It's a new alien-based utopia kind of thing, brainwashing humans, thinking that they're all safe, aliens are cool and all that, and then XCOM being this little scattered resistance trying to take it back. So that's going to be a new thing. Battleborn by 2K Games, that's going to be great. From the makers of Borderlands. It looks really class-based and really co-op based, but it doesn't look too far to where you can't play it single player. So yeah, Battleborn, they got a lot of classes. Look that up on Google. They got some videos on there. New Hitman coming out, emphasizing on assassinate the way that you want to assassinate. If you want to kill somebody with a sword, go assassinate them with the sword. If you want to stand back, snipe them in the face, stand back and snipe them in the face. Hitman coming out. It's going to be great. Bungie finally announced the third Taken King Destiny expansion, which is going to have a new multiplayer mode and new powers for every single class, as well as, I believe, a new raid. So that's going to be a thing. There's a second South Park coming out. South Park, The Fractured Butthole. 2 words. Butthole. WHOLE. That looks interesting. They weren't supposed to come out with the second South Park game, but I am ecstatic that they're coming out with it. It's going to happen. Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out. It's going to be a thing. They're going to do, what I heard is they're going to do a full remake of Final Fantasy, not just like an HD kind of thing. And then we got the Rare Replay bundle, which is basically 30 plus games, old games made by Rare, the Rare company, who made Conker's Bad Fur Day, Battletoads, Perfect Dark, stuff like that. If you want some nostalgia, I suggest picking up the Rare Replay when it comes out. It's going to be 30 plus games on kind of like an arcade style based system. So that's going to be nice. Of course, Forza Motorsport 6 looks great. Cars look great. Tracks look even more amazing. Really emphasizing on weather conditions and how it's going to affect the track and racing and all that stuff. Of course, Fallout 4 is coming out. They actually announced that there's a construction system within it. So kind of think of like playing Fallout and then kind of like a Minecraft construction system to, I guess, create a shelter if you need to. Not sure what you would need it for yet. They didn't really emphasize on that at all. But yeah, Fallout 4 is going to have a construction system. It seems like they completely redid the whole first-person shooter aspect without taking out the VAT system. So you can do that as well. I also heard that they're going to have a couple limited editions to where you'll actually be able to have your own Pit-Boy, like physically on your wrist, and control it in-game, which I think would be, just the sole reason to get Fallout 4, just so you can be like, hold on, guys. Yeah, I got a Pit-Boy. Don't worry about it. I think that would be cool. Of course, I just talked about Star Wars Battlefront 2. Looks amazing. Walkers, Hoth, graphics, Jedis, bam, in your face. Star Wars Battlefront coming out. Halo 5 dropping October 27. Campaign looks amazing. Spartan Locke and his crew searching down Master Chief. If you have not heard it already, which we're going to catch up on next week actually, because obviously I didn't talk about it today, is if you go to SoundCloud and search for hashtag Hunt the Truth, they actually have a bunch of audio clips for Halo 5 that kind of followed this reporter named Benjamin Giroux over his So it basically just follows this whole reporter story of Benjamin Giroux, and he's trying to find out why Master Chief is doing what he's doing and how he actually became the Master Chief. And there's just so many things hidden, and it's basically hunting the truth. That's more or less what it is. So we're gonna talk about that next week. King Silpha, how you doing? If I do a crazy stunt, oh man, what does a crazy stunt entail? What? Oh, money for a wheelchair stunt? Well, this ain't a wheelchair, guys. Come on. I mean, I don't own a wheelchair. Hey mate, want to try drugs? No K, no JK. Nice, dude. Nice name. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh wait. Whoa. Okay, see, I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna fall my ass because there's actually no hold on, I got this. Okay, let's see if I can do 2 rotations, guys. 2 rotations. Ready? 1, and it's not enough because I put too much weight on. No, it's not happening. I gotta center my balance. We're gonna try this one more time. One more time. Ready? Right? 1. Yeah! Yeah! 2! Oh! I got it! Alright. Alright, that was great. I'm kind of dizzy from that. Too many times. Oh, no. No. Dude, I will fall. Hold on. Where's the broken side? Okay, so it's kind of this way. I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die. I don't. I don't know. You know, I think it's down below. If I have a donate button still, I don't remember if I took it out or not. I had to change the link a couple times, but I mean, if you guys want to donate for a new camera because this camera is terrible, like, I mean, obviously the audio sync is off and I look terrible. Like my beard just looks, oh my god, it looks so gross. Oh my, no, it's just, anyway, so, back to the recap. Back to the recap. Riggs is also coming out. It's going to be an Oculus-based robot arena brawler game. It's going to be really great. Really great. Horizon Zero Dawn looks like a new kind of Monster Hunter game with the monsters being kind of like metal. And what's up, Niles? By the way, I just realized I didn't say hi to you. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn basically looks like a Monster Hunter game with, I guess, metallic animals, for lack of a better term. Just, you know, we don't want a game, we want wheelchair stunts. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna do one. Okay. Alright. Oh, hold on. I don't. I'll do one full rotation before. Yes. All right. That was ow my ass. Okay. I totally fell straight on my tailbone last week, and I kind of don't want to do it again. It feels kind of like, you know, kind of chipped. But, yeah, Uncharted 4, of course, coming out. For Honor is going to be a swordplay based game, and it's basically going to be, man, I still don't know how to describe For Honor. Like, it's really a unique kind of action swordplay game where basically all your movements are off the right stick, and basically it controls your stance. Like your swordplay stance basically depends on how you're gonna fight, more or less. So dude, montage of stunts, that's a good idea. I might man, we need to do more stunts, man. We need to do more stunts. Can you do a wheelchair stunt while holding the man, she's gonna hate me. She's gonna hate me so much. Like, she's probably gonna scratch my eyes out. Like, hey, kitty, come here. Come here, Jasmine. Come here. You wanna do a stunt? Yeah. Don't meow at me like that. Of course, we talked about The Division a bit. Oh my god, that's a thing. Niles, I am getting to Black Ops 3. Oh my god. And of course we have Rainbow Six Siege, which they're going to drop the open beta on September 24th for console and PC. So that's going to be great. Hey, you, come here. You, come here. Come on. Viewers, come on. Go. You know what? Come here. Right? Oh, alright. We're going to do kitty stunts. Ready? She's going to be in the air, too. Like, looking, too. Ready? Yeah. No. Okay, I screwed that up. Let's try this one more time. Gonna be in my lap this time. Ready? Yeah! Oh, she actually... Wow, you're not killing me right now? That's amazing. I've never seen you this calm. I've literally never... Okay, don't lick yourself on... No. Stop it. Don't lick yourself on stream. That's nasty. Oh my god. But... Whew! Alright, now... Black Ops 3... The trailer looked amazing. Oh, man. I can't get enough of Black Ops 3 right now. Literally one of the first things I said when they announced Black Ops 3 was if it was anything like Titanfall, especially with some type of wall running, it was gonna be really, really great. So I mean, the trailer coming out, first thing they show, somebody wall running, and it actually looks really good. Like it's not the Advanced Warfare exos that you would expect. Oh my god, there's so much cat hair now. Damn it. But no, it's not like the Advanced Warfare's exos you would expect, where you can jump really high and get so much distance, but it's more of just enhancing the fluidity of your movement. So like, you could still run on walls, and the best part I think about running on walls is you can still you can still have the ability to run on the wall, but you can still use both your hands to aim down the sights of your gun. So one of the best parts I thought was just the guy going through the gameplay, running on the wall, taking out the bow, just bam, bam, and then landing on the ground, bam, bam, and then it's just, oh man, Black Ops 3, I think it's going to be a really good game. The beta is out for everybody who pre-orders, and, oh man, wow. No, Really? You're going to give my cat that love and not me? No, I see how it is. I get it. No. You're gonna get, no, I'll just, no. You're not gonna share with me. No, but, yeah, Black Ops 3, with their new kind of like, exo ability. I don't want to say exo abilities because it sounds a lot like Advanced Warfare, and I don't like that. But that trailer it was just amazing. Especially, I just like the glitch perk where it looked like he was running away, and the guy was like, "Oh, I got you," and then he looks like he's about to go wall run, and then he just glitches back to behind the guy and just pops him in the face. Like, oh, you thought you knew where I was going, but no, you didn't. So. Black Ops 3 is, I honestly think it looks fantastic. I don't think, of course it looks a little like Advanced Warfare just because of the fact that you can do all that stuff, but I mean, it's going to be its own game. Like, the hit marker system looked straight like it was coming back from Black Ops 2. It looks like they refined it so much. It's not going to take 5,000 bullets to kill somebody. One of my favorite parts was shock charges confirmed. Oh my god, I kind of squealed a bit when that happened. Like, the guy was running up, pulls out a shock charge. I'm like, hold on, I got to rewind that. Was that a shock charge? That was a shock charge. Like, I don't know what, I love shock charges in Black Ops 2. Like, they're such a nice perimeter piece of equipment, and I mean, it stuns people and it lets you know they're there. Shock charges, man, come on, bringing them back in Black Ops 3. I personally think Black Ops 3 is gonna be amazing. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to be too excited about it because There's been disappointments in the future, or in the past, I should say. We're not in the future yet. That would be kind of weird. But there have been disappointments in the past, especially with previous Call of Duties. So I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm not gonna say that, I'm not really hyped for it at all. But oh man, Niles, where were you like 2 hours ago? We were talking about Star Wars all day. Man, you guys are lucky I love these games, because that Star Wars trailer was just insane. Insanity. Just the fact that you can just run around Hoth like it's nothing and just start shooting things and take down walkers with a snow speeder. Like that was my selling point right there. And then the fact that they made Luke and Darth Vader just look so clean when they started fighting. It's great. It's great. It looks like the gameplay is going to be really solid. The matches are going to be great. It's gonna have that Battlefront feeling, Battlefront 2 feeling to it, but better graphics, possibly better AI. I'm sure, if playing offline is your thing, but yeah, it's gonna be sick. Man, Niles, why tell Gambit to get his ass on this podcast? You know what? Actually, how long have I been streaming? Oh well. I'll cut it down later. It's all good. Do a Star Wars stunt. I got like a replica like X-Wing in my closet. I could like flip it or something. Is that a thing? I kind of... Oh, I got it. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. I got this. Yeah. Hold on. This probably doesn't even work anymore. Yeah, it doesn't even work anymore. So, the funny thing is, this was one of those replica lightsabers, actually. And then... Oh, there it is! Did it work? Aww. No, it just worked! Oh my god! Oh no! Anyways, this used to be one of those replica lightsabers, and then, ironically, my godparents who actually gave this to me, their children, my cousins, were actually the ones that destroyed it. So, I was kind of sad about that. But, yeah, Star Wars trick. Woo! Double backflip. Oh, left-handed! I suck at left-handed, so that's actually a trick. But yeah, I'm really sad that this doesn't work, but then again, it's a lightsaber, bro. It's a lightsaber, bro. Come on. And hope it doesn't, stunts gone wrong, exactly, right? That's one thing you want to do. But dude, it was seriously, oh man, it seriously worked. It made the sound. It tried to make the sound, and it was like, no, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Alright, we need to stop etching with it. But yeah, man. Well, actually, unless you guys have something from, it doesn't even have to be E3. If you guys just want to sit and talk for a bit, I'm down with that, because, I've pretty much exhausted my whole list from these past couple days at E3. So, if you guys don't have anything, I'm actually thinking of jumping on some games right now. I'm not sure what I want to play though. Man, what do I want to play? I definitely don't want to play the bed game. That's for sure. Want to talk about? All right, top 10 wheelchair stuntman. You're kind of gonna have to give me that list there because I have no idea. I mean, I assume I'm number one, right? No, I'm not that conceited. But yeah. I really there's not much else to talk about E3 that I haven't already talked about. I mean, the Nintendo World Champions were there. Championships. Well, my bad. The Nintendo World Championships was held at E3 for the first time in, what, 14 years? Is it? It feels like 13, 14 years, I think it was. I want to say the last one was in 90s. So, yeah, that sounds about right. That was interesting to watch people play a bunch of old Nintendo games, duke it out, and then kind of come back and play a little Smash. And it was actually funny because I believe the CEO of not the CEO but the COO of Nintendo actually played one of the pro Jigglypuff players of the world. Like he's the top 5 Jigglypuff player in the world, and nonetheless the COO got his ass beat, but it was kind of funny to watch him try. Like he kind of couldn't even get one of those up B smashes down, so he had some trouble, but it was all for the good of entertainment. They all laughed. The whole story behind it was they were just talking smack to each other and stuff. So yeah, that was a thing. I personally can't wait for tomorrow's E3. Actually, let me see if I could pull up a schedule for you guys real quick of what is happening tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Twitch is rebroadcasting day 2 right now. If anybody wants to go over and watch that after the stream, go ahead and link that real quick. Let's see. Day 3 tomorrow. We have 10 a.m. Blizzard is going to be talking. 10:15 is Frictional Games. 10:30 Sony. 10:40 is going to be Disney Interactive. 11 o'clock to be announced. 11:15 Tiny Build. 11:30 Indie Mega Booth. 11:45 to be announced. 12 o'clock is going to be more of the Indie Mega Booth. I assume there's going to be talk about a lot of indie games there. 12:15 Warner Brothers Interactive. That's probably one that you're going to want to watch if you're a Shadow of Mordor or a Batman Arkham Asylum fan. Those kind of combat systems, WB makes those games. You're going to want to see that. 12:30 they're going to have a little PlayStation talk. 11 o'clock they're going to talk a little bit about Xboxes. 11:30 company called Stoic. Never heard of them before. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to want to see what they have to say. Let's see. 1:45 is to be announced. 2 p.m. is another Square Enix announcement. 2:30 is going to be Konami. 2:45 is going to be another Blizzard announcement. 3 o'clock EA. 3:15 Nintendo. And they're going to wrap it up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So this is going to be an interesting day tomorrow. Fortunately, I work IT at an insurance company, so I get all the range to use whatever computer that I want, and watch streams all day while I work. So I'm going to be watching E3 every second. King, yeah, it's funny that you say that. Konami has definitely I wouldn't say that they necessarily have made bad decisions recently, but they definitely have not made favorable decisions, especially with the cancellation of the Silent Hill, which really disappointed everybody, and I believe that was really what snowballed Konami into, doing what they're doing now. The actual quote from Konami is they are trying to focus on mobile platforms. That's where they're going with themselves. I'm not sure if it's the greatest direction, but I mean, there's a market in mobile games. So, and with mobile games just becoming better and better and more graphically stable nowadays, I mean, maybe it could be a bigger market than the console. Especially due to the fact that possibly a lot more people have mobile devices than an actual console. So it could be a good move by them, but it definitely pissed some people off. That's for sure. They actually took themselves out of the U.S. stock exchange as well. So they're going to be an exclusive Japan-based company now. So that's going to be another thing. But yeah, that's Konami making those decisions, man. I don't know, man. I wanted to listen to Norman Reedus' sexy voice in that in that Silent Hill, man. And that, man, I was really I mean, I wasn't like too down to get the next installment of Silent Hill, but when I saw Regis was gonna be in it, I was kind of like, yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. And then they were just like, oh yeah, we're done. We're going straight mobile. Like, bye guys. See you later, console fans. Like, oh, thanks guys. Thanks. Oh, you know what, actually? I think I'm going to play some Battlefield 4. Because I don't own Battlefield 4, but EA Access on Xbox One is actually, all their games are free for this week to Xbox Gold members. And I believe that goes through until Saturday. Saturday sounds better than Friday. I believe that goes through until Saturday, but until Saturday, like, I mean, EA Hub, like, download any EA game that you want for free, play the shit out of it for a week. Why not? It's free, and you could always delete it later. I personally have an external hard drive, so I am not worried about space at all. At all. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay. Might be a little over time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to highlight this and send it to YouTube, but who cares? Whatever. I'll split it up if I have to. Man, I just did all of this by myself. I feel great. Usually, there's a guy that does all this with me, and kind of sucks that he's not here, but I kind of don't care because he's always late, and whatever, maybe we'll see him next week. Maybe I'll have a new guest, who knows. Shit happens. I'm gonna actually go ahead and try to get that donate button working below if it doesn't already. Make sure it works, because I'm honestly getting tired of this webcam myself. Like, I'm just seeing myself just kind of like blah, blah, blah. It's just, yeah, that the exact sound effects are blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I need to end this. But I'll probably end up jumping on some kind of Xbox game for at least a bit. If not, maybe a little Heroes of the Storm. I gotta get a little practice in for our team. So, we're trying to go to BlizzCon. We're definitely trying to go to BlizzCon. But with this team right now, I don't know if we can do that. You know that? Yes, dude. Extreme gaming stunts. We're gonna find some stuff out. We're gonna get dressed up as like Altair or something from Assassin's Creed and just start like running around the room, like, you know, climbing on walls and shit. That could be a thing. That's an idea. I like you, Soha. I like you. Like, you're an idea man. You're an idea man. I see that. But yeah, so that was our E3 recap for today. That was a lot of stuff, and I'm surprised it's taking this long, and I took up this much time. So high five. Whoopsh. But yeah, so next week, same time, same place. We start at Elite Cast every single Wednesday, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time right now. That it's 11:20 for me, 4:20 somewhere. Yeah, it's 11:20 for me right now. But we'll be back next week at 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Of course, press that follow button if you want to see next time we go live. You can also follow us on Twitter at elite_tweets. E1337 _tweets. My direct Twitter is, of course, at jdogging. You could also find us on Facebook. We have an Elite Gaming group for everything gaming. All gamers are welcome. We're trying to create a nice community of, just gamers who like to game and help people out. So, and we also have an Elite Entertainment page on Facebook as well. So go ahead, check those out. Those links should actually be right up there too. I can't actually see myself pointing yet because I'm not looking at the right screen. Okay, now I am. Oh. Yeah, it's right there. Right there, guys. You know what? I'm good. I'm good. Oh, man. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna get a new camera before next week, because this non-HD stuff is really messing with my head, and I'm trying to ignore the fact that there's terrible audio sync issues, but I'm just not gonna worry about that until next week. But thank you all so much for coming by. I really enjoyed it. Oh my God, we will have to do a stunt week next week. I'll have to get my co-host in on it and make sure he knows all about it so we can plan stuff out. We'll do some epic cat tree jousting. How about that? Yes, I am down for that. That's not really a stunt, but we're still gonna knock each other the fuck out. It's gonna be great. But again, thank you all for showing up for this E3 recap. Go ahead, follow us anywhere. Hit that follow button, and I will see you guys next week, if not in a couple minutes when I start playing a different game. Thank you guys for showing up. Peace.